Well, hello, students. It's good to see you. And this is just a reminder that when you're out and around, do wear a mask and protective equipment or covering. Um, I am inside now, so I don't really need to wear it, but this is just a reminder. And I wish you all well, and I hope you had a nice spring break, even though my spring break was pretty much like a regular week since I'm here at home. But I wish you all well and your families. And I have here this Native American medicine rattle. It's a healing rattle. So I got it from a Native American medicine man at a conference that I went to. So I thought I would do a little bit of healing for all of us and for our nation and for our families and communities in our state. So there we go. There we go. A little bit of healing. Okay, we could all use that. All right, so I'll take off my glasses and the mask since I am inside. So that was just a reminder. All right, this week is week 9, and we're talking about the Cold War. So one of the longest periods of history that we're going to talk about this semester. It lasted from 1947 till about 1990. So for 33 years or so, we had this thing, or 43 years, I guess, we had this thing called the Cold War. The thing to keep in mind is how the Cold War still affects us. Think about the Russians and the Chinese, who are our enemies during the Cold War and have now kind of become our enemies again. Communism is still out there. So it's something to be aware of. The most important thing about the Cold War is that it was an ideological war between communism and democracy, or capitalism and communism, capitalist democracy actually and communism. So try to understand that, and the fact that the two superpowers, the Russia and the United States, were in conflict with one another, but never directly, because they were too afraid. Because of why? Why were they too afraid? The question is, why were they too afraid to go at it against each other if they hated each other so much? And I think the answer is at the beginning of your PowerPoint, because what do you see? You see the big atomic bomb blast. And that is the reason why. They were too afraid that it would go into this cross the nuclear threshold and blow up the whole world. And if you look at the PowerPoint and you listen to the video lecture, you'll see how many countries. I think there's 10 countries that have nuclear weapons. So it is a very scary world that we live in. All this other stuff, but then you got nuclear weapons in the background as well. So that's stuff to keep in mind when you go over this chapter and take the quiz on the Cold War. Also, you're going to be turning in your Timeless extra credit book review. There's 3 Timeless books: Timeless, Timeless Deja Vu, and Timeless Trinity. This is the first of the Timeless books, paranormal books. So if you're into that kind of thing or interested, it'll be fun. It's worth 15 points, unlike the other extra credits. So that's due this coming Sunday, April 26th. Thinking Ahead, there's 2 other Timeless books, which are extra credit. Some of you, I noticed by the midterm scores, do need a little bit of extra credit. So please take advantage of that opportunity to get extra credit. You should also make sure you keep up with your quizzes, of course, quiz 8 this week. So that's it, and I hope you're all doing well. I miss you guys, and we will see you next week. I'll send another video next week. Okay, all right, bye for now. Take care.